Hello everybody, welcome to my craft room and welcome to a new vlog. I am in the sewing room as I just mentioned, and I am working on my Shirley shirt dress. I've made so much progress since my last video. I've got kind of like the finishing things to do. It is kind of a finicky project. Well, not finicky, that's probably like being too harsh. Okay, here's the thing, shirring projects. I don't love the process of making shirred garments. They are a lot of prep work. You have to mark all the lines, and then sewing them is kind of tedious because it's just straight lines. You have to hand wind the bobbins. But the finished result is just so good because they're so comfortable. I like wear my shirred garments to death. I'm trying to think of the last time I made a shirred garment. It's definitely been a while, but I do purchase ready-to-wear shirred garments quite a bit. So this is the progress that I've made. The Shirley shirt dress is a pattern by Gracie Steele. It's a drop waist dress that has a variety of different kinds of variations and styles that you can like mix and match with it. Like I'm doing the all-in-one dress version with like the straight drop waist, but she has an option for like a milkmaid style bodice. She has a bodice that has like a V shape on it. You can do the skirt as like one continuous piece, like technically this is just cut in two pieces, or you can do a separate skirt and gather it like with a visibly gathered like ruffled front attachment. There's so many different options for it, but I had a vision for what I was going for. I'll put it in that picture here so you can take a look, but this is kind of modeled after that. It's kind of a different style for me. I would say the length of the dress is just like my inspo, but I don't typically go for dresses in this in-between length. I usually like things to be either mini or maxi because I feel like it cuts my height off in a weird way. It makes me look short, which I get that the drop waist is gonna make me look shorter, but just that length of dress in general I just don't typically think suits me. So when I look in the mirror I'm like, I don't know about this. But when I was posting about it on Instagram, everybody was like, no, it's so chic, leave it, I love it, I love it. And so I'm gonna leave it for now. Obviously you'll see me try it on later on, but I'm gonna leave it for now, and then if I want I can always cut it mini later, or I'll go back to Mood and see if I can find more of the fabric to make a longer version of the skirt and then like do like the ruffled attachment style. I'm nearing the finish. I'm basting in the straps of the garment now, and then I'm about to take this red bias binding tape that I had in my stash to bind the neckline edge, and then from there I think it's just about like hemming and then attaching the straps. I'm doing an adjustable strap. I have these adjustable strap hardware, so I've attached the rings to that side, and then I have sliders for the front, so it'll be a nice adjustable garment. But yeah, so here's what it's looking like. And then the other thing I want to do today, I don't think I've ever shown this dress before on any of my social media platforms, but I sewed this little black dress a long time ago. I want to say it was either last year or the year before. Like over a year ago at least, or maybe even two. It's just a little black dress made in this fabric that's got, you can see it's got a little texture to it. It's called Textured Tencel Viscose, and I got it from Blackbird Fabrics. I never wear it, and so I saw this inspiration picture of Jennifer Aniston in the 90s wearing this like baby doll dress, and it gave me an idea that I think one of the reasons that it looks really cute on, it fits well, but I'm thinking I'm going to change these straps, which are I'd say about 3/4 of an inch wide, maybe a little less, maybe like 5/8, and I want to do like a teeny tiny little strap like that Jennifer Aniston inspo. I think that will look really good with this. And then the other thing I want to do, this one's a little more extreme, but I saw this other inspiration pic on Instagram of a little black dress that was short, and it had black fringe that went all the way to the floor, and I just thought that made such a statement and was such a cool piece. I would love to have a piece like that in my wardrobe. I've been dying to make something with fringe. In fact, I bought fringe to use on my Frocktails dress. Frocktails is a sewing party, it's a sewing event. They happen all over the world if I'm not mistaken, but there's like it's like a party that usually they have a theme, and then you make a garment to wear to Frocktails that's part of the theme, and ours was like 70s disco glamour, and so I made this amazing dress. I loved it, and I wanted to add fringe to it, but it just didn't work. It was too much. I felt like the dress spoke enough on its own in this very disco ball like way. I loved that dress. I'm so happy with how it turned out. But I've been wanting to do a fringed, dramatic fringe garment for a long time, and so I thought, what a cool way to add some interest to this little black dress, because when it comes to little black dresses, I have a couple in my wardrobe that I tend to go for before I would pick this one, so I need to do something with this to give it a little pizzazz. Plus, as I mentioned, we're going on a trip soon, so I think it'll be a fun piece to have on the trip for like dinners and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited. I got my fringe a few days ago. I ordered it from trimsbytheyard.com. One of my former like design classmates in college, she actually turned me on to this. I think she bought some fringe to use for a Taylor Swift project for like when she went to one of her shows. And I was like, where did you get that fringe? You know, because I've been like thinking about this fringed garment for a long time. And she told me, yeah, trimsbytheyard.com. So lo and behold, they have so many trims, so many different lengths, so many different colors, and it's quite affordable, I think, as that sort of thing goes. So if you're looking for fringe, Trims by the Yard, I'm sure they have other stuff that's not just fringe, but they have a lot of fringe, so that's where I got it. So that's my plan for today. I want to finish the Shirley shirt dress, and then I want to rework this dress. So I'm, like I said, going to be changing the straps, and this dress is also, it's not a circle skirt. It's got side seams and it has darts and stuff like that in it, but it's still got a little bit more volume than I think will look good with the fringe. So I'm going to take out the volume and make it more like a pencil skirt type of fit. I'm going to be using my favorite pencil skirt pattern, McCall's 8051. I've made this pattern several times, and I've also hacked with it several times, like just by adding different bodices and such to it. It just fits really well. I really like this skirt pattern on me, so I'm going to use that to kind of inform how much to take off. I'm going to remove the zipper, remove the skirt from the bodice, and kind of like rezhuzh the skirt a little bit before reattaching everything, redo the straps as I mentioned. So yeah, this is going to be a big refashioning project, but one that I hope will salvage and save this one. So that's my plan. Once I finish those two projects, then we'll consider what's going to happen next. All right, so several hours later, and by several I mean several, it's now 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I was not kidding when I was saying this thing was fiddly. And then the fabric, also a challenge because it frays like crazy, but it is done. The length I'm a little unsure about. I feel like it's a very Y2K style dress. I think it is really cute, and it did turn out really well. So it's a drop waist shirt dress, the Shirley shirt dress by Gracie Steele. I think styling is also really going to change this one. But yeah, so yes, I think the fringe dress is going to be next up. Sorry, I'm still just kind of looking at it. The fringe dress will be up next, and then after that I need to decide what to make next. I'm thinking potentially the Foxy Boxies and a button-up shirt in that striped linen fabric, but we will see. All right, I'm getting ready to get started on my next project, which is going to be upcycling, or not really upcycling, refashioning this dress that I made a long time ago. So here's the dress. It's okay, it's cute, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a little black dress. It's just, I don't know, there's just nothing special about it, I guess. And you see how this skirt has got some volume in it. It's not like really, it's not like a big circle skirt or anything, obviously, but I think I want to take it in to be a little more fitted so that when I add the fringe, see, there we go, like I feel like that already looks better, so that when I add the fringe, which is floor length, it's not coming from like a voluminous skirt, which I feel like would look a little silly. I think it would look better if it was a more fitted skirt for the fringe. So that's the idea. Of course. got back from brunch, so I thought I would show you what's happening in the garden right now. All of the roses over at the Black House Garden have started leafing out. This one had a huge growth spurt at the end of last season. This is a rose called Teasing Georgia, a climbing rose. I have all of these gorgeous daffodils. These white flowers are daffodils. It's a variety called Early Cheer. I love how they bloom in these clusters. These beautiful hyacinths that you can smell just from standing here. Oh, and then my first, I think it's called Apricot Beauty. I can't remember for sure. Yes, Apricot Beauty. Appropriately named, I think. This is my first time growing these, and I think the color is incredible. It's like chartreusey, creamy on the outside, but then like an apricot pink on the inside. I'm so excited about these. My earliest tulips to bloom this year is this variety right here. I'm pretty sure this is Mondial. It looks a lot like Exotic Emperor, which is also an early tulip in a white creamy shade. I'm really excited. It looks like my lupin survived winter. This is a lupin called Masterpiece. It's a gorgeous like royal purple cranberry also-ish color. It's really pretty. My mom got me that for Christmas one year. Lots of daffodil foliage, but not many blooms. This is the second year in a row this has happened for a lot of my daffodils. I planted out my hellebore. This is a hydrangea right here. And then inside the greenhouse, I have a tray of microgreens. Other than that, it doesn't look like much else is going yet. Oh, right there. What is that? Looks like a cosmos. When I came out here, everything was very, very dry. So I hope that they will still grow. I watered everything, but I don't know if I might have killed it because they got too dried out. Hopefully just by watering it, that will get the seeds going again. We'll see. If you have a climbing rose, this right here is a perfect example of why you should try to, if you can, train them laterally across your space rather than straight up, because if you peg them like down to the ground even, or like fan them out in a horizontal way, all of this new growth will shoot up from the leader cane, and all of these will have roses on it. So it's the best way to get a lot of roses for like an all over floriferous effect, versus like if they're straight up, it will tend to keep going with only that cane right there. So this is a good way to get a lot of roses by fanning them laterally or even pegging them back down to the ground so that it forces more shoots to want to grow upwards. Little trick for you there. Hoping this year it throws some nice canes like that one again so I can keep going with fanning it across. Especially would love to get one going this direction as well. The idea would be that this whole wall is covered in roses. That would be incredible. Especially can't wait for the clematis to start meeting it too, so they can kind of weave together. Clematis and roses make great companions. However, if you don't have like the wall space for something like that, you can also always do something like an obelisk. And you can't tell, but this rose has been pegged, so anytime I get long leader canes, I like try to turn them down and fan them down and attach them back to the obelisk by pulling them down again to force them to shoot from the main cane to go back up, because they want to try to grow up toward the sun. So if you peg them downwards or in like kind of swirling motion, you'll get more flowers that way. All right, back home, back inside. I have some packages that arrived, so I thought I would show you what I got. So the first one is this Cutio cuticle oil. I've gotten really into press-on nails recently. You guys will see I placed a quite sizable order from Glamnetics. I just think that the press-ons of today are not the press-ons of my youth. I will say that much. And yeah, they're just like super cute and easy to change, easy to take on and put off. I'm not working with them, but honestly, I would love to do a collaboration with them. If I can find some sort of like discount code, I'll put it in the description for you. But anyway, so because I'm getting really into doing my nails lately with these press-ons, I wanted to get some cuticle oil because that's something that my cuticles are always just like so overgrown and dry. Obviously I've talked about this so much, I have very dry skin in general, so I wanted to get some cuticle oil for that. And in my research, this is one that came up over and over again, and it was really inexpensive. It was like $7, so I thought I would give that a go. And then the next thing is this vitamin C serum. I also need to do like a skincare update with you guys because I have purchased in January, I want to say like early January, I did like a little switch up of my skincare routine, and I've been meaning to talk to you guys about it, but I wanted to like try it out for a while before I said anything about it, and I've been loving it. It's my first like K-beauty, Korean beauty skincare that I've ever purchased, and there's some things in it that I love, others I'm like, I don't think I like this so much, but I definitely will share that with you maybe when we're on vacation, since I won't be here to like show you sewing content. But anyway, I've been wanting to add a vitamin C serum into my routine because vitamin C does a lot for like skin that has a lot of texture, which mine does, so it kind of helps to like exfoliate that texture and kind of like renew the skin. So I wanted to try this one. This one's from La Roche-Posay, which is a French brand. And then last but not least, last right now because my Glamnetics order has not arrived yet, so you guys might have seen in my previous video, there's this Chanel makeup product that I've been wanting to try, but it is spendy obviously because it's Chanel, and so I held off for a long time, but then I just decided, why not? Today's the day I'm gonna get it, and it's look at this gorgeous packaging. I've never ordered anything from Chanel before. It's a lot of packaging for one makeup product, but I have some samples. This is the mascara sample that I'm gonna try out, and then this Sublimage, it's like a skincare something sample, and then this is the product I bought. It's the Le Beige Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid. Technically it is a highlighter, but the way I have seen most people use it is by putting it on underneath foundation, and it apparently just gives your skin the most insanely beautiful glow underneath foundation. So I've been wanting to try this. It looks incredible. There are two shades. This one right here is the lighter shade, and there's one that's like a darker shade. So I'm excited to give that a go. I'll report back on what I think once I try it. Also, update on the Fringe dress. I finished refashioning this last night. I didn't show much while I was making it. I don't know, sometimes I just get into a groove and I don't like feel like filming everything. But so to make it, first I took everything apart for the dress. I recut the skirt into more of a pencil skirt like shape because it was more A-line before, and I think if I left it A-line and attached this 3-foot fringe to A-line, it would just be too much visual volume. So I made it more into an A-line skirt, and then I also changed the straps to be very small and strappy as opposed to the wider strap that they were before, and then of course at the end added this 3-foot fringe. I think it looks so good. It's insane. It's so cool. It's just like I imagined it would be. I actually really liked the modifications that I made just to the dress itself. And then once I made the changes, of course I tried on the dress before attaching the fringe, and I feel like the dress looks just like the Jennifer Aniston one. I'll put in a picture of like the comparison. It's pretty insane. I loved it. But of course things escalated and I wanted to add this fringe, which I bought. So yeah, I love it. And of course, if I don't want the fringe, I can always take it off and get my Jennifer Aniston dress back again. But yeah, it's such a cool piece and I cannot wait to wear this on vacation. I think it's gonna be perfect for that. All right, guys, I'm doing what I usually do and I'm struggling hard between projects. I can't decide what to make next. I've pulled out 3 fabrics that are calling to me, because there's not that much time before we go on our trip, so I can't, you know, be taking on too much if I'm going to be able to finish it before the trip. Yes. So here are the ideas. Idea number 1, this fabric.
Jesus Christ, I thought you were talking to me.
I am talking to you also, but I just presented you with these options. Now I have to show the people.
The folk.
Yes, the Brooklyn knit folks. This fabric. It's a pre-pleated polyester satin. It's kind of in like a cream color, and I want to make a skirt out of this. I think this would be a very easy, quick project, dare I say. Famous last words, but it would definitely be something I could finish in time. I have a lot of it. I want to make it maxi length, midi length, something like that. Originally I bought it actually with the intention of making it a mini skirt, but the more I look at it, Andrew keeps telling me no because it's too cheerleadery. So he's probably right, but I do think it would be cute. Next up, this brown linen that I've shown you, I think in every video since I have gotten it. It's this really gorgeous chocolate brown color. I'll put in the picture if you haven't already seen that of the dress I would like to model it after. Basically it would be very similar to the Jennifer Aniston dress. Very small skinny straps, short mini dress, and I think this would be perfect for the trip. And I think this would just like really look nice with my hair color and my skin tone. It's looking a lot warmer on camera than it is in real life. I would say it's definitely like a truer dark brown. And then last, this fabric here that I got from Fabric Wholesale Direct. It's a cotton twill in this, what they call chartreuse, but in my opinion, it's more like a lime color, like a light lime. This is really calling to me right now. I don't know why, but I saw it in there and I was like, I really want to sew something with that. I'm very into greens right now. I'll put in a picture on the screen of the skirt that I really like. It's a Ciao Lucia skirt. Again, since I've been shirring things, I'm used to it. Might as well continue on with the shirring process, although it is a little time consuming to do it. I am confident I could finish this before the trip. The other option is to make some Protea pants, but in the shorts version. I've made the Paradise Patterns Protea pants in black tencel twill. They turned out gorgeous. I love the fit of them. So I would love to make some shorts, but I just don't know if this is really the right fabric for it because it's so light in color. I don't think it would be see-through. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but these could make a great pair of shorts, maybe, but I have more fabric. I have 3 yards, so I have more than I would need for a pair of shorts. So I guess I could make shorts in some sort of like matching top, like a corset or something like that with it. But I'm not sure if I would really wear these so much as shorts. I can't decide. It's kind of it's an odd one. In my opinion, it's more like a dress type of thing or a skirt or something flowy to it, not shorts. It's not like an everyday wear kind of thing in my opinion. So I'm leaning more toward the skirt for it, but I can't decide. This one I could bang out probably in an evening for sewing. I would cut it out in one day, sew it up the next day. This would be such a quick project to make, as would this one most likely, assuming that the pleats don't give me any trouble. This one would take a little bit longer. I'm wondering honestly if I could get all 3 completed before the trip. Am I crazy? Maybe a little. Hello everybody, welcome to a new day, same vlog. Wanted to update you that I've decided I'm going to cut out the brown linen dress next. I could make this dress in my sleep. That's how many times I've used the patterns that I'm going to use for it. So that's why I'm going with it, just so I know I have enough time to finish it before our trip. So I've got Simplicity 8635, one of my all-time favorite bodices. I use this one constantly, especially this scoop neck right here, but I think I've made most of these at some point. I love that crisscross back. I'm not going to do the crisscross back, or maybe I should. No, not going to do the crisscross back, but I'm going to do this scoop neck right here, and then I'm going to combine it with the pencil skirt that I used to alter my black dress refashion that's currently hanging out on my dress form. The sad thing is I have not pre-washed this fabric, and I don't pre-wash all fabrics, but when it comes to things I know will shrink, like 100% linen, I absolutely pre-wash. So I'm gonna go throw this in right now. So hopefully this fabric will be ready probably in about an hour and 20 minutes or so. But then I can cut it tonight. I can either get started sewing after that or start sewing tomorrow. In the meantime, I do have a couple of other refashioning projects that I want to do. I got this red skirt at a thrift store not too long ago, and I think it is so cute. It's just an elastic waistband, so super comfortable. Will be great for summer, but it's a little too long for my taste, so I'm just gonna hem it to my like preferred mini length, which on me is about 17 or 18 inches long for a mini skirt. I think this will be so cute, so I'm gonna alter that one. And then maybe I will take this opportunity while that fabric is pre-washing to go ahead and finish up that another refashioning project, my multi-plaid dress. Okay, I've gone ahead and brought it in here because I feel like I've shown it in pictures, but I've not shown it like in person on here. So this is the dress right here. It's currently a maxi length as well. It's got this micro check for the red one, and I just bought like a red orange check to substitute in here instead, in hopes that I get a little more wear out of it. I also think I'm going to cut it into a mini length because I think I'll get more wear out of that, but I'll do the swap first. We'll see what's what. I need to go back and see if I can find if I use the same pattern for both the bodice and the skirt. I want to say I did, but I can go look it up hopefully on Instagram and find out. And then the other thing I could do tonight too is this is the Vicky Sews Una dress. It's one of my most worn dresses ever. I like wore this thing to death last summer. So much so that I feel like I could make another one and get just as much wear, but I don't know what color I could pick that would be as good as this one. Like I love this color on me. However, it's gotten just a little bit loose, and so what I want to do is open up the elastic channels and just tighten up the elastic on the skirt, and then I think it will be good to go after that. So yeah, that will be a very quick and easy thing. Hi baby, come here. Say hi. Isn't she so beautiful? You are. But anyway, I have just been plugging away at the brown dress that I talked about. I cut that out. I've been working on that. But I'm going to save all of the updates for the next vlog because this one's already getting long enough. So I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.